up one more time for Isabel Cuevas. Thank you, thank you. Woo!
And it was amazing. Maraming salamat, Isabel. Isn't it great to have the Tabernacle Choir and Orchestra at Temple Square with us here in the Philippines?
You know, whenever they perform big concerts, there's usually a story.
Yes, a story that's told by celebrities like writers, actors, news announcers.
Pero ngayong gabi, the choir has invited us to be the storytellers.
And not just because we're youth, but because we're believers. We believe.
At ito po ang kwento namin sa inyo ngayong gabi. So I want all of you to listen very carefully. This is a story about a little band of believers and what happened to them over 2,000 years ago.
Tama yan, Jana. Our story begins with a sound that we already know and an experience that we've all had. Now get ready to use your imagination. Come on. Gather around. Let's close our eyes. Okay? Pikit tayo saglit. And let's listen. Now, in your mind's eye, what do you see?
We're on a boat in the middle of a massive storm. Giant waves toss us into the air. We're calling out, holding on to each other, making sure none of us go overboard. We're in this together, pero natakot tayo.
And then we remember, hindi lang tayo ang nasa bangka. There's another person. We search for him. At pag nakita natin siya,
He's back here. He's sleeping on a pillow.
come on!
Gising! Gising!
We're going to die! Patay tayo!
When Jesus finally opens his eyes, he smiles gently. Bakit kayo natatakot? Why are you afraid? He asked. And then he stands with a power we've never seen before. He speaks to the winds, the rain, the lightning, and then the waves, saying, "Peace, be still."
And suddenly, all we can hear is lapping of water on the sides of the boat. At that moment, he turns to us with more love than we've ever known. He asks,
Nasaan ang inyong pananampalataya?
"Where is your faith?"
Of all the people on the earth who know the answer to that question, the Savior's question, we do. Alam natin, we live in a nation of over 7,000 islands. Alam na natin kung ano ang bagyo, hangin, kulog, at kidlat.
But people who know us, people who know our Filipino hearts, they will proudly tell you, we're not afraid of the storm.
And that's because we know where to find our faith. We are believers.
Whether we are Christian, Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, or any other religious tradition, we are people who trust in God.
We believe in his power to take our hand, literally, to lift us up and give us hope, pag-asa.
Tumingin ka lang sa
But sometimes, we don't remember na nandyan siya para sa atin. Sometimes we find ourselves on the sea of life without Him. And we forget that He knows and that He cares.
Now, the followers of Jesus Christ experienced another storm. Naaalala niyo ba ang kwentong to?
Like before, there's a little wooden boat of believers in the middle of a great tempest tossed by the waves. But this time, Jesus was not in the boat with them.
In the fourth watch of the night, when the sky was darkest and the tempest most fierce, may nakita sila. May papalapit sa kanila.
Look! Everybody look!
Tingnan niyo! Ano yan? It's a ghost! Multo!
Someone walking on the water!
May naglalakad sa tubig!
And then, they heard a voice. Isang boses na kilala nila. Be of good cheer. It is me. Huwag kayong matakot.
Peter called out,
Jesus! If it really is you, call me. I will come to you.
So Jesus called, and Peter came. Now, in some ways, if any of the early apostles had a Filipino heart, it had to be Peter. So it's no surprise that he leapt out of the boat, and for just a moment, he was standing on the water.
But sometimes, even the strongest, the most courageous of us have moments of doubt, discouragement, and fear.
And when Peter saw how high and rough the waves really were, he lost sight of the Savior. He began to sink. As he slipped beneath the surface, he cried, Lord, save me!
Tonight, if you are one of those who came overwhelmed by the rough waves of life, we want you to remember, you are not alone. Hindi ka nag-iisa. What happened to you, what happened to him, can happen to you.
In the dark, churning water of the angry sea, Peter felt a hand. It grabbed him. It was strong. It was Jesus Christ. Walang iba kundi si Jesus. And Jesus held on. Slowly but surely, he lifted Peter up. As Peter fell into the boat, he must have wept for joy. There, in the arms of a loving Christ, the waves stopped, the wind ceased, and hope began to shine again. Even the perfect brightness of hope. Isang ganap na kaliwanagan ng pag-asa.
Tonight, we invite you to let hope shine brightly for you. Kung nasaan ka man, anuman ang iyong paniniwala, remember, you are a child of God, a son or daughter of a noble heritage.
You have a Filipino heart, a heart of faith, hope, and love.
Tonight, if you want to share your hope with the world, I see that some of you have their lights open. For those that have not, please turn on the light of your phones.
Come on.
Hold them up high. Itaas niyo pa. Let your light shine. May this moment and this music be an expression of God's hand holding you and lifting you up. Dahil buhay si Jesucristo.
Because Jesus Christ lives.
Sa gitna ng bagyo, siya ang kasama natin.
He is with us.
And He loves you.
Thank you so much. As parents,